Ich begrüße euch zu einer neuen Folge NBA2k19. Heute gegen die Jungs aus LA, nämlich die Clippers. Und ja, was soll ich sagen? Auch hier müssen wir natürlich wieder gewinnen. Wichtig ist auch noch, dass ich dann die nächsten Spiele... Ne, eins kommt noch und dann die Spiele nehme ich dann privat auf, weil das wäre zweimal die Pelicans und das braucht ja kein Mensch. Das kann ich dann auch gut alleine machen. Und genau, das mache ich auch. Wen haben wir denn alles so da? Bledsoe, Bellinelli. Ja, dann wollen wir mal gucken. Ne? Mike, Antonio, so heißt es. Ja. Wir haben den Rebound. Was tut er da? Ja, das ist mal ein Beginn. Direkt mal der Alley-Oop drin und wir stehen schon wieder, als hätten wir die Parkbremse drin. Cook out there with Chris, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Wir haben einen Stil und er setzt sich durch. Ich fasse es nicht. Yay! Yippie! Wieso ist mein Spieler da hinten? Hab ich? The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Anytime you come off the bench, you know your role, and that night it was about scoring, especially on the road. You're hoping for any extra contributions, but for a couple of stretches, there the backups control the game.
Here is Bledsoe, following the score by Houston.
Williams mit den ersten Punkten für die Clippers.
Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Paul passes to Cook. Houston moving it around. To the inside. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a
Wisst ihr, wann ich gedrückt habe? Das war bestimmt 3 Sekunden vorher.
Bledsoe against Paul. Inside, there's Hollis Jefferson, rejected by Cook.
Nö.
And it's the Rockets on the break.
Unser Durchschnittsblock.
Here's Harden. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Shot from 16. Hollis Jefferson, good.
4:6 aus der Sicht der Clippers.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Harden against Williams. And stolen by
Da ist der Stil, jetzt müssen wir uns beeilen.
Here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way.
Gallinari macht den Ausgleich.
Gallinari's got his first basket of the night.
An underrated athlete, Danilo Gallinari is built to operate out in space.
Harden the pass to Cook.
Och Mann. Scheiße.
And he gets it to go.
Da wechselt die Führung.
So much of what this team does revolves around his offense. He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it. I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
A three-pointer off the mark. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A floater, and Harden lays it in.
Das ist der Assist. Schön.
Second bucket tonight.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Back to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Scheiße, der war schön. An der Verteidigung vorbei und
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now Bledsoe, after the missed 3 from Cook.
Geht schon wieder los.
Williams, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Paul kicks to Capella. Pass to Chris. Williams against Harden, and the bucket
Und der
counts.
fällt.
3-point
Sehr gut.
chance here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Noel. Lee comes
Auch
in
der
for Hollis
fällt.
Jefferson.
11 zu
And
6.
it's Avery Bradley
11 zu
in for
12.
Williams.
Mein, wie
The
kommen sie denn
Rockets
auf
also
11 zu
changing
6?
it up. Nene comes in for Clint Capella.
Nicht mal Zahlen ablesen kann.
Now here's Bledsoe.
Wow.
In Oklahoma City. He was nearly
Ja
unstoppable.
gut,
And he
so
gets
kann
it
man
to go.
seine Führung dann auch herschenken.
Paul's awareness of everything around him gets a nice look inside.
Nein, mich soll sie stören.
Bradley kicks to Gallinari. Takes a three. Rockets with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially
Einmal
scoring
Fast
the
Break
basketball.
Punkte.
So, after the made shot
Der
from
nächste
Cook,
Stil.
and taken away by Paul. Pulls it up. And it's Houston with another.
Der fällt
Tough
auch.
to deal with CP3.
17
An
zu
airtight
12.
handle and the body control to stop on a dime and knock it down.
Bledsoe against Paul. Bledsoe finds O'Quinn. And there's the call on the name. That's his first foul.
Interessant, dass
Steph Curry,
im ersten Viertel quasi für beide Mannschaften direkt eine Auszeit fällt. Ist natürlich. Willst du mich verarschen?
And it's Houston's ball. They're
Wollt ihr
rolling
mich
here
alle
with a 9-minute
trollen?
run. It's out of bounds.
Ah,
They
egal.
are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Ja, das war ja auch ganz offensichtlich. Ich bitte euch.
Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Expanding his range. That one doesn't go. Clippers trail by 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on
Upsi,
AI.
natürlich. Ich drücke einmal Viereck. Die Schiris
And we're
explodieren
now a
fast.
little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Paul passes to Chris. Houston moving it around. Here's Cook. The Rockets again can't hit. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And so in the game for the Rockets. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Clint Capella is out there with
Jetzt
Chris.
auf einmal haben wir
And
die
it's Cook
Plakette
in
dann
the
doch gekriegt.
And we've got an update here, so
Ich
let's
weiß
catch up
nicht
with
wieso,
David
aber wir nehmen sie.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Suns was a driven man. He scored 32 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Just 2 to shoot. They grabbed their own miss. Hollis Jefferson can't
Also
hit.
können wir jetzt
You know what?
bitte,
He's just
danke.
not on his game, no doubt about it.
Das ist
Their
echt so.
discipline isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's AI. And good that time.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And he's got his first chance at the
Ich
line
und
here.
Freiwürfe. Oh Mann.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games
Auch
played
den
at home.
habe ich.
You're trying to keep the defense honest. That's the one you really have to make.
And it's Cook missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the paint. And slam dunk by Noel.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Cook. Another miss by Houston.
Well, just think
Nice
what's happening
boot.
here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
From 13, and he can't bank that one in. Rockets leading by 6. Inside, It's deflected and stolen
Schade.
by Noel. Right side, Williams. And the pass to Thornwell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Ich sagen,
Thornwell's
also,
got 8 points in the quarter.
ne, da muss man mir ja wenigstens mal das anrechnen, dass ich so Defense da war.
Ball left side to the wing right side. Here's Cook. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Unfassbar.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Harden grabs the miss.
Dann mit dem Rebound und jetzt können wir wieder vorrennen.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Williams with a clean look. The shot that time.
Naja,
not
aber
on
nicht von
target.
da.
And the Rockets take it the other way. Last time they met in Houston.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Chris Paul. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ja, da haben sie den Block schön gestellt, das muss man ihnen lassen.
As he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that
Chicken
steal.
wing. Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis
Nein.
for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Bradley. No good.
Oh,
Clippers trail by 4.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley.
Mist.
That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot.
2 Punkte Führung noch.
Bledsoe is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. So it's the Rockets now after the Clippers pick up 2. Stripped it away. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And it's blocked by Cook.
Oh, yes. Tschüss.
Williams against Harden. AI right side. Fires from 18. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it. And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an
war ein
on-ball
bisschen schuld.
defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized
So ein
for
bisschen
off guard,
zumindest.
but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
Here is Bledsoe. After Clint Capella's bucket, Bledsoe gets an open look and hits. Houston in the lead. Paul kicks to Capella. Back to Paul. Houston moving the ball around. Hits it from 3-point range.
Ich würde sagen, darf ich jetzt auch einen Dreier machen,
With
danke.
the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man. Breaks free.
Back to Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment.
Ooh, yes.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing
Laufen.
instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bradley's checked in for the Clippers. And
Wir
a
stehen
change for the
in der
Rockets.
Zone.
Gordon's checked in. in the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Outside Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Bledsoe for 3. A rebound by Cook.
Meiner.
Cook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden trying to get open. And
Und auch der fällt.
on the assist by Gordon.
Läuft.
And it's a 7-point Houston lead. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. He kicks to Gallinari. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. And go to the line. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
Das Foul hätte zwar, tut zwar weh in der Wertung, aber was will ich machen? So, 18 Punkte haben wir schon mal.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Bradley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lee outside. The 3.
Nö, den nehme ich. Nee, den nimmt Paul auch gut.
Gordon dishes to Cook.
Ich darf die hier kaputt posterisen gerade.
Juhu. The ball in his hands as much as possible.
And here's Bradley. He's averaging just
around
8 points a game.
Hab ich.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better
die sind
execution
drin.
that trip down the floor.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his
Nene, he's checked in for Chris. Doug McDermott comes in for Ben McLemore. And Knight subbed in for Paul. Now here's Bledsoe. He has 6. It's tipped. Here's O'Quinn. And can't hit the shot. But
Hey, das vierte hätte jetzt nicht sein müssen. Das ist ärgerlich.
All 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play,
Das vierte Foul im dritten hätte jetzt echt nicht sein müssen.
your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm
Mist.
glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western
Ich häng mich einfach an euren Korb und ihr könnt nichts dagegen tun.
That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes, and he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Now, here's O'Quinn. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Bradley, that's for 2. And again,
meiner.
the Clippers missing. Rockets leading by 11. Gordon with no one around.
Ja gut, das kann man ja, das ist ja ein Angebot, das muss man ja annehmen.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going
Sag ich ja, das sind einfach Angebote, die muss man annehmen.
No good from Bledsoe.
Bledsoe schießt quasi vom Parkplatz.
Here's McDermott. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Ja, das hätte aber auch einen Assist geben können, finde ich.
Clippers trailed by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Auch das läuft nicht.
Look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
And it's Gordon missing. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Bledsoe looking around. Up top, O'Quinn. Can they get it?
Nein, können sie nicht. Dafür kriege ich lieber den 9. Rebound. Den 9. Rebound. Jetzt geht's ab, Alter. Und das Foul. Müssen wir ja auch mal machen.
Clearly a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Mack comes in for Gordon.
So, 26 Punkte, 40 Sekunden im dritten auf der Uhr.
Williams finds O'Quinn.
Ich würde sagen, läuft. Und da ist das Double eingetütet und wir haben noch ein ganzes Viertel Zeit.
18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. With the floater, that's good from McDermott on the assist.
Da ist der nächste Assist. 26, 10, 3. Ja, und Blocks haben wir ja auch noch ein paar. Läuft. Ich find's gut. Wir haben 20 Punkte Vorsprung.
From deep. No good trying to beat the buzzer.
Unselfish play.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden out there with Sheldon. McDermott.
Schade, da wollte ich mal gucken, ob ich einen Offensivfoul kriege. Aber habe ich nicht.
McDermott passes to Capella. Mack looking around. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Lee with the steal. There's the pass to Noel. Harden against Bradley. Back to Noel. There's the feed to Bradley.
Die Schuhe, das sehe ich ja jetzt erst.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Von dem Lee, das sieht aus, als hätte er so gestreifte Socken an. Voll geil.
Now here's Matt. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Cook. And not sure what he was thinking there.
Was habe ich da wohl gedacht? Lass mich nochmal einen Dreier werfen, habe ich wohl gedacht.
It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his first foul. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Kyle Quinn. The Rockets also changing it up. Chris, he's checked in for McDermott. And Paul's subbed in for Mack. Now here's Williams.
Chris, lass die Finger davon.
Good on the shot.
Da war ich einen Schritt zu weit weg. Mist.
Cook kicks to Chris. Back to Cook. And he uses the pass on the layup.
Oh,
Cook's
yes.
got 28 points for the game.
28 Punkte, 10 Rebounds, 3 Assists. Ich wiederhole, kann man machen.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Cook. Williams finds Bradley. There's the triple. Williams can't hit.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
High percentage play.
Schön meinen Turnover wieder gut gemacht. Gott sei Dank.
It's Bradley on the wing.
Wobei ich, bin ich ehrlich bin, ich schon wieder nicht verstehe, wie das zustande kommt.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Bradley has some long strides, eats up ground in a hurry.
And now here's Chris, guarded closely. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Oh, ey, die normalsten Würfe treffe ich nicht.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. The Rockets pull it in. Chris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lob pass to Capella. Rebound by the Clippers.
And a little frustration now, missing on the
Nicht
catch
gut.
and flush.
You know, because it's all about
Nicht
timing,
gut.
just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
Now here's Paul. It's Williams with the drive. Got a piece of it. Paul dishes to Cook. Back to Paul. AI outside. Capella kicks to Paul. And some nice passing there by Houston. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Cook missing.
Musste ich nehmen. Bei 4 auf der Uhr. Ja, von draußen kann nur L genau gar nichts. Von daher macht er mir keine Sorgen. Lass mich raus.
Covered by Lee. Harden finds Paul. AI with it.
Und wir ziehen das nächste Foul. Da rutschen verschreckt meine Kopfhörer runter.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
That free throw missing.
Eine 81er Wertung und der geht nicht rein.
And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Bradley. And he sinks the second.
Egal.
First trail by 17. Los Angeles.
Oh, welche Überraschung. Wir sind mal wieder Spieler des Spiels. Ich weiß, es klingt jetzt gerade ein bisschen großkotzig, aber...
And they pick up 2.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Rockets leading by 15. Paul kicks to Capella. To the middle. Here's Cook. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And, you know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that look like they would fall.
Something's off tonight bei fast 30 Punkten.
Now here's Williams.
Wollt ihr mich trollen oder so?
Back to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. Over Paul. No good from Bledsoe.
Haben wir wieder.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish.
Muss mir bei Gelegenheit irgendwer erklären, der noch mehr Ahnung hat von Basketball als ich. Ich meine, das ist grundsätzlich nicht schwer, aber...
Capella kicks to Cook. Got a piece of it.
Wir hatten nach einem Foul den Ball. Das heißt, wir hätten sowieso in der Mitte der Halle angefangen. Das kann also nicht damit zu tun haben, dass wir näher an den Korb kommen. Aber er nimmt eine Auszeit. Warum?
You gotta love watching it.
Now here's Williams. Teardrop shot. Well, rebound by
Oh,
Cook.
meiner.
Cook's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Hey, diesmal können sie zählen. Letztes Jahr konnten sie nicht mal zählen.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the
Fällt
ball much
nicht
better
rein.
than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
Der schon.
So looking at the season
32 Punkte, 12 Rebounds, 3
And once
Assists.
the horn sounds, they're
Okay,
going to go shoot
wir sind
in the
übrigens im
season series.
Bonus.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one.
Eine halbe Sekunde zu früh hochgesprungen.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Nene outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And
Schon
2
wieder
shots coming up.
Foul.
That one on Gallinari. That's good from Cook.
Klingelingeling.
And so he gets both.
Klingelingeling.
There's
34
48 seconds left here in the fourth
Punkte.
quarter. Bledsoe outside. Out to Gallinari.
Oh,
Drains it from beyond the arc.
okay, da habe ich aufgemacht, das bin ich selber schuld.
We know Gallinari can carry the load as a primary scorer.
In the corner, Cook with it. Shoots a 3. The Rockets again
Er ist
can't
zu
hit.
kurz.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
And it's going
Das
to
ist
be
der
out of bounds.
Stil.
The Clippers will retain possession.
Aber das Spiel ist eh gegessen, deswegen werden wir rausgenommen.
Well, you came out of halftime and had an explosive third quarter. What was the catalyst for that outburst?
You know, I don't think it was anything that triggered it, especially I think I was just feeling fresh. I knew that we had a win on our sights, and I wasn't about to let it get away from us. So, I mean, when the win's there, you just got to grab it. Grab that victory.
You took it off the vine, and that W is going to help in the win column. Kevin, back to you.
AI hat heute eigentlich noch jemand anders einen Rebound geholt. Unglaublich, du warst einfach überall. Toller Sieg für die Rockets. Nehme ich. So, jetzt gucken wir mal. Gibt es vielleicht Spielerverträge mäßig irgendwas? Nö. Gut, das heißt, ich verabschiede mich. Und für euch heißt das, wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen nach oben da, lasst ein Abo da. Schaut auch in die anderen Let's Plays rein. Und ansonsten bleibt uns gewogen, gehabt euch wohl, macht's gut, tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.